You have arrived at the K.O.E. Nation. You have indeed arrived here at the K.O.E. Nation for my review of Glenmorangie Highland Single Malt Scotch Whiskey, the Quinta Ruban Port Cask Finished, aged 12 years, non-chill filtered from the Highlands of Scotland, 46% alcohol by volume. Yes. So, folks, Glenmorangie Port Cask Finished. I am your King of Extreme, Phil, K.O.E. You can, of course, find me at K.O.E. Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter, or X, depending on what your political persuasion is, or really your opinion on Elon Musk this week. And we are going to get into this particular Highland Scotch whiskey, Port Cask Finished, Quinta Ruban, or Quinta Ruban, depending on how you like to pronounce that. 12-year single malt Scotch whiskey. Let's take it up to our nose. That is rich plums and dark chocolate. That is delicious. That is absolutely marvelous on the nose. That is hints of some red fruit, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Bandit goes, how am I going to review an empty bottle? You know, you raise a point. Let's just empty that out once and for all. And then I'll start on an idea that I have. What the hey? What the hey? But put this empty bottle, because I've had this for several years and it's just been waiting for me to get reviewed, so it's been time. Dark chocolate's really coming out. What would normally be like oak impressions is all coming through as dark chocolate. Delicious. Well, folks, wow. That's like dark chocolate cocoa powder. I don't know how else to describe it. I mean, like, that's beautiful amber. Now that I've got a taste of it, when I go back on the nose, I get a hint of grain now. Yeah, that's like powerful dark chocolate cocoa powder and like just a hint of a squeeze of the essence of a plum. So, folks, we grade every Scotch on a couple of 5-star scales, and that's where we are at now, the grading. And 5 means you have to have this Scotch before you shuffle off this mortal coil. 0 means pass it on by. The K.O.E. Nation has advised you well. So, as a Scotch whiskey, we're going to grade it as a single malt Scotch, as a Scotch whiskey, as a whiskey. It's shelving, and for those new to the show, the secret 5th question. So, as a single malt Scotch, because of the dark chocolate, it might throw some people off. So I'm going to give it only 4 out of 5 stars, but that's still tremendous marks. In terms of single malt, or in terms of Scotch whiskey, rather, which includes blends as well, I'm going to give this 4.25 because this now is so appealing that it's almost, dare I say, a mainstream palate. So, hang on, I got it. Random Rick reviews, rich plums and dark chocolate. This drink is called the Bitter Ex-Wife. Well done, well done. No, that's staying in. No, that's staying in. As a whiskey, I wouldn't cocktail this at all because it's so beautiful just as is. So I'm going to go 3.75. Yep, as a whiskey 375. Now it's shelving. This one would probably, if I had another bottle, this would be a top shelf. This would not be a bottom shelf and middle shelf. It's a little too good for that. Just by a hair, though. It's not like insanely good, but it's still top shelf worthy. And the secret fifth question: when this bottle runs empty, will I seek another? Well, this one has. You served us well. And I will indeed seek another bottle of this if I can get a good price on it. Obviously, I'm not going to overpay, but if I see this on sale, jumping on it. It's an excellent, excellent buy. So, folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us for this review of the Port Cask Finished Glenmorangie, or Glenmorangie, rather. Yes, Glenmorangie. I think that's what they actually call it there. The 12-year Port Cask Finished. Folks, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. God bless every last one of you. Raise a glass to yourselves, and I'll catch you on the flip side. God bless.